Yeah. Nah, nope. Bruh. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. The mother hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned in the Lou, what you doing with your life? Conversations so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading all knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Live with Liteskin Lou. Today, we have a very special guest, but before we get started, let me give special thanks to young D-Lo and his pops, Big Zo, for stopping by and showing love last week. And now, let me introduce my next guest. This young man is one of the finest football players to come out of the DMV area. He played his college football at North Carolina Central, where he made quite a name for himself. He is now the co-founder and the president of NIL operations of R3V Sports and Entertainment Agency. He is none other than Rakeem Vick. Yes, indeedy. What's up, Rakeem? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Blessed to be here, man. I appreciate that intro too. So that's love right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, look, I only give it to people who deserve it, man. Upon doing my research, I found out a lot of interesting things about this young man. And guess what, y'all? We get a chance to chop it up with him today. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm so looking forward to it.
Now let's get it. Kiki, what's up?
Hey, King.
What's good? Kiki on here. I'm geek, man. When I saw the DM come through, I said, "Oh man, it's up there. It's up there." I've been watching what y'all was doing, man. I said they must have seen me in the ring over the weekend or something. I don't know. Hey, look, I was out Cleveland. It's so crazy. I was out Cleveland. The hotel I was in, they had a boxing match, like in that hotel. So I was like, man, this is crazy that. You know what I mean? That's happening. I go down there checking out some of the amateurs, some of the youngest. I'm like, man, they remind me of back home and how y'all give it up and y'all showing big love to, young fighters, dudes who in their prime, dudes who then did it. I was like, man, y'all hit me up. I said, man, I'm blessed to be on the show. So I'm excited, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it, man. Let's get right into it. I want to start out in your early life, man. Tell us a little bit about Rakeem Vick and how did he get into football?
Yeah, man. I grew up right on Allentown Road, man, Fort Washington. And I played for Allentown Boys and Girls Club growing up, man. I just always been active, since the age of 4. Yeah, I was living in Atlanta, and that was the first time me actually like playing with equipment. And I was fast, so when I got up to Maryland, I started out at receiver, was fast, and as life went on, man, I realized that I was like one of them dudes in the area, because I was taking kicks back. I was, every time I get the ball, I was making money. Like it was crazy. But way before name, image, and likeness, I was getting paid because you gotta think, man, a lot of people was coming to them games back then. And the old heads, they betting, they like, nah, shorty like that, he gonna get it done. I could hear him on the sideline, man. I never forget, man. One time he said, man, I give you $20 if you get a touchdown on the first down. I don't know what his side bet was what the main bet was, but I said, what if I get a touchdown on the first? I could do that. So, man, but from there, that's how I started, man. With Allentown Boys and Girls Club. Shout out to Coach Skip, Coach Wright, a lot of good coaches that came through that system, man, and just a lot of talented players. So that Boys and Girls Club, PG County Boys and Girls Club, made me for sure.
Yeah, man. It was when you came out. It was very thick competition, man, and it was a lot of talent to spread around. So that leads me to my next question, man. When did you know you were amongst one of those guys and you were going to be doing great things?
When they started doing the All-Star games, that's when I knew I was nice for Allentown, but I'm like, this Allentown, these are the guys I play with. at Isaac Godin, which was LBA when I was at LBA, but it's Isaac Godin Middle School now. And Ty, I'm like I'm from around the way. I play throwback. I'm nice. I know I'm nice out here. And then when I got to the field, I'm like, I'm still nice. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still doing those same throwback moves. I'm still scoring. I'm still getting picks. Like, that's still happening. But then when I went to the All-Star game, I'm like, these are the nicest people in PG County. Football and basketball, not just football. I'm like, these are the nicest of the nicest. I'm talking, Joe Hayden in there. You got, Navarro Bowman. He out there. You got, dudes who really did it on the next level. The boys, them Lane boys over there, Oxon Hill, young Sherrod Baltimore. It was so much talent from the area. And once I got to compete amongst those guys, and I was still nice, I was like, okay, I might be all right. I might be all right. So that's really where it hit me. Like, man, I could really make it. Playing this game that I love.
That's right. Football is, man. Football is a man's sport. Football made a lot of basketball players. The old term, man. That's one sport that I didn't play. I played basketball. Basketball was my thing. So I'm gonna ask you this next question. Every year, it seemed like you got better in high school. So what went into your off-season workouts?
Man, lifting weights, and really just just competing. Like we never stopped competing, and one thing about when I'm talking about on the high school level now, because Marcus Berry was a genius. Coach Marcus Berry was our offense coordinator, but he was a genius when it came to running a program like a pro program. Coach Early, he was the man behind everything, but Coach Berry made sure that we operated like we were college. He had that NFL experience, that college experience, so he made sure that we operated like that. When it came to working out and like running hills and just drills, like he made sure that we were prepared to make it through practice. But then you got to think we had Joe Hayden's father was strength and conditioning. That was his profession as well. So to have somebody like that with that type of knowledge to make sure that we stretching, make sure that we lifting properly, right? The right way to do things, like that played a huge part in it as well. And then just the camps, like just the knowledge that Coach Berry had to, make sure that we're traveling to do 7-on-7 camps and we're not just staying local and playing against the people that we play against. Like that was huge for me to make sure that we did that. So, to be outside of, just friendly, that made it work for us.
Yeah, and that's my next question is how beneficial was it when you played with the out of town talent? Not just the DMV talent, but other guys who was in other cities doing big things. How did that help you?
It put us on the map, man, and it boosted our confidence because we were still nice. Like we knew we were nice, in the area, but when we got out to go to Virginia, we get to go up to up to some of the places in like Temple, that Philly area. It just showed that we really nice. Like my senior year, my not even senior, sophomore, junior, like we were really talented. And if you ask anybody that from that 05, 06, era, they would say like, nah, them boys was different. Like we was out there with compression shorts on. You know what I'm saying? Showing the tats, showing like it was just a different era. Shirts off, like they like who. And if you ask anybody right now, bro, it's years ago. I'm 33 now. This was years ago, but you would say, nah, it was them dudes from Friendly that had their shirts off, was tatted up, but with compression shorts on. Like it was crazy. it was crazy. But that was the difference. Where you was like, nah, they different. Like we pressing Bammers on the line. We talking all the trash we want to talk, but we backing it up. So it was fun times. Like we were so cocky. Once we knew like, nah, we really different. Like we carried ourselves like we was different, and they couldn't do nothing about it. Like they couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, that's right, man. I can't get over the compression shorts, man, with the tattoo.
We ain't even have our short, like the uniform. We ain't have shorts on. We had them compression shorts. Man, it was like I worked out all summer. You know what I'm saying?
You made
like
it show it.
The attitude we had. It was the swag was just totally different, man. It was totally, and that translated to the field. Like I'll tell you a quick story. I was out in the club the other night, and a young jock came on. Like, it's going down. You know, everybody beat me in it. If you go back and look at, we were so cocky on that team. We were so cocky on that team that, like, our kickoff, you know, before the kickoff team, you getting ready to go, you know, go hit somebody. But we was on our kickoff team was on a. We faced this way out, like that's what we did before we went to go hit somebody. I'm like, what? Who do that? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? But it was fun, man, and that's how we went. We let everybody knew we was coming. Like we didn't do jumping jacks. We did drama jacks. Like Vinny Hill, my dog, one of the greatest receivers ever played with in my life. He 15 drama jacks on the 10 count job, on the 3 count job ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like you don't want drama. You don't want, like, what? You know what I'm saying? We gotta play them. That's what we about to go play.
Yeah, that's right.
So it
Look,
started,
he
but it
having
started.
flashbacks.
Man, come on. But it started boys club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody came out, you know what I'm saying, beating on your jump. Like, man, I'm telling you. Those was the times, man. I get hyped talking about it. Like I couldn't wait for this call. I'm like, man, they from back home. I know they want to know some back home, like before it was travel ball stuff. Like, we gonna get into it, man. Like I'm ready. Y'all got me tonight.
That's right. Oh, you on one. I love it, man. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all just getting in here, man, start off by hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm in here with my guy, Rakeem Vick, in the building. He hyped up. He on one, man. My next question, I want to move forward a little bit to after your senior year, you went off to go to North Carolina Central, right? Talk a little bit about that. And also playing at an HBCU school. Talk a little bit about that.
Man, I became a man in Durham, North Carolina, man. I became a man. And what I mean by that is, you know, I was living on my own. You know, I come from a big family. You know, my mother raised 5 kids. You know, I got 3 brothers and a sister. She the oldest. And you know, I've always had, you know, my family growing up, like, you know, just always. And for me to leave Maryland, you know, to come to North Carolina was different. It was a culture shock. Like we from a city where Black people are powerful and Black people got a little money. I ain't gonna lie. We from people got money up there. It was normal for me to see Black people in power with, you know, big houses and, you know, just living life. Like it was normal for me to see that. And when I say Black people in power, I mean, you know, educators. I mean, Black people working for the government, Black people running stuff. Like, you know, it was normal for me. And, you know, to get to North Carolina, it's still, you know, I went to a HBCU, so I felt that love. I embraced that, but that was my first time, like, having that opportunity to, like, work with white people too. You know, because I grew up before Washington. You know, my elementary school was predominantly Black. My middle school was predominantly Black. My high school, you know, predominantly Black. So, and I know my school was predominantly Black, me being at a HBCU, but like outside of that, right? Because I'm 10 minutes from Duke. You know what I mean? I'm 15, 20 minutes from Chapel Hill, you know, 25, 30 minutes from NC State. So, you know, we were at these, you know, now I'm older, you know, we had, you know, different events and, you know, being out, it was just, you know, different to interact with, you know, other people like that. And I grew up fast and I learned, like, you know, it's a certain way that you move and it's a certain pride that you have to have. Like, it's a certain pride and dignity and honor and respect, and, you know, just a way that it's pride. That's what I learned, man. It's pride. Like, be prideful in who you are and what you stand for. Because if you don't, you'll lose yourself in that process.
That's right. You sure will, man. You sure will. During your time at North Carolina Central, every year you was able to get better every year. And doing your, you know, when you did that, you know, your senior year, you were kind of doing great things. What do you remember most about that?
I remember my teammates. You know, I came from a pedigree of you know, real dudes. You know, I call them my big homies, my OGs. They set the foundation for me when it comes to, you know, just preparation and, you know, just being ready to play. But also giving back to, you know, the youngest that's under you. You know, so, you know, always was vocal, always wanted to be a leader. So I had the opportunity to be that at North Carolina Central and be the guy that, you know, let my action, my play speak for, you know, speak for it, you know, so that happened. But my senior year, man, it's crazy because we talked about, you know, the off the field preparation for a season. Going into that senior year was one of the best like off seasons I ever had. You know, as far as like working out and just looking good, you know, like and feeling good and like, you know, knowing exactly what you're doing and, you know, how you moving. Like when you know how you moving and where you're going and, you know, your next steps, you can go, you could go way faster. You could play way faster when you know the plays, when you know what you're doing, when you have that confidence. And I had that, you know, we put the work in on the 707s against the Dukes. We did the 707s against well, back then Russell Wilson was down here at NC State.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
we went against talent like that in shells where it's just, you know, 7 on 7 and I'm catching picks. Like I'm looking good. I'm ready. So for me to have my career taken away the second game of the season was tragic. You know, I didn't get to see all of the hard work kind of, you know, pay off, if you will, because the second game of the season, I bruised my spinal cord and ended my career. So, and we could go into that, but I just wanted to kind of, you know, set the stage for, you know, how it transitioned.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because that's my next question. Like you said, the second game of the season. Let's go back just a little bit. You think all of that preparation to get you where you was to be able to play successful senior football for those first two games, it's a lot of work that went into it. To have it cut short, that's that's uh that's not good. So walk us through that whole that whole situation.
Yeah. So it was just a crazy like freak accident, if you will. You know, the injury was a bruised spinal cord. I bruised my spinal cord, but I came up on a routine tackle. It was a big back. I'm not taking anything from, you know, the running back out of Winston Salem State. But I came up, I hit him. My head hit the turf, like, you know, I bounced off the hit, and my helmet hit the turf. And you know, and if you play on field turf, under that turf is concrete,
Yep.
right? And, you know, they got the turf, they got the little black, you know, pebbles, whatever, but under that stuff is concrete, man. And once my head hit that turf, everything locked up. You know what I mean? It's like to the point where I couldn't move nothing but my eyes. And I'm like, holy shit, like, you know, this is that time where, you know, coaches talked about plan B because if you know all the sports, all the athletes out there, you know, coaches always tell you you're not gonna be able to play forever. You're not gonna be able to play this game forever. If your parents talking to you, boy, you better get an education. Boy, you better do this, you better do that, because you know what happened if it don't work out. And people don't want to hear that, but you know it's true. That's the reality. Like if this doesn't work, what are you gonna do with your life, right? So I started thinking that like, man, I can't move nothing but my eyes. Like, is this my, you know, my plan B moment, right? And it was, you know, I can remember my mom, you know, right there, you know, in tears, bawling, like, you know, Keem, like, you good? Like, what's up? Just move, just say something. And I couldn't, like, I couldn't move anything but my eyes. So I'm just like, you know, I know she's scared, but I'm like, damn, like this is really happening. Like I never been carted off the field before, you know, like where I'm from, it was, you know, ambulance, woo,
Yeah.
woo,
Yeah.
ambulance. You know what I'm saying? I come from that era where, you know, we hit hard on purpose. Like that's how it goes.
Well, I think we
Oh,
lost.
Oh,
I'm here. Yeah, so it was just crazy that it happened like that, man. That trip to the hospital, I can remember like, you know, they just telling me to like hold on, like you know you're gonna be all right, like you gonna make it, you know, and I just had faith that you know things will work out, and you know hours passed, and you know while I'm in the you know in the hospital, and I can remember like starting to get like you know feeling in my feet and you know and it start to like you know happen, like I start getting that feeling back. So but it took you know hours in the hospital before like I start to get that feel back. So I ended up being an inpatient in Duke's hospital down here for 10 weeks. I was an inpatient in a hospital for 10 weeks just to get my you know my feels back, you know, just to you know be able to you know use my hands, move my fingers. Like therapy for me was pouring water into a cup. That was therapeutic for me. So like picking up pennies, like you know what I mean. That
Yeah,
was
I remember I
therapy for
heard
me.
that.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's big,
it was a tough
man.
process.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. Fortitude was tested, man. What was the most? What did you find out about yourself doing that? This whole ordeal. What did you find out about yourself?
Faith, faith, faith. Like my faith was strong because like me, I thought that I was gonna come back and play. Like I thought that it was just a freak accident. I'll do rehab and go extra hard. I played as a true freshman. I'm gonna be able to get my medical red shirt and play. You know what I mean? So in my mind, I thought that I was gonna come back, but I just I learned that I really have grit. You know what I mean? Like I really have grit, so I was able to kind of put all that together.
That's right. That's
And,
right, man. It's
and, and,
no. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say I was able to put all that together and prepare for a comeback. So the fact that I was like when I was doing rehab, I was preparing to like come back for a season, like pushed me to go hard just to walk and do the things that we take for granted.
Yeah, that's big because you got to think, man. You were a star football player. Is he still in?
I think so. I
Oh,
think it
okay.
might have when did the
Hey,
phone?
Vic, you still there? I
No,
think he might have went out.
he might have went out. Let's see if he come back. It might have went out.
Yeah, hold on, everybody. We have a technical difficulty. We'll be right back with y'all.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it happened before, but he went right back. Oh,
There he
there.
is. Yeah, I'm about
There.
to say he didn't leave. Yeah, that's right. That's
Sorry
right.
about
But
that.
no, he good. Rakeem is back, y'all. He back. Y'all ain't got to blow up my phone. He back. He back. He is back. So when did you realize, like, okay, football is over? It's over for football. When did you realize that?
So I ended up I worked hard. I was able to get to it was like 3 weeks. It's crazy. It was 3 weeks after the injury. We played A&T. I was able to make it out the hospital to go to that game.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I realized like I'm needing assistance walking. I can't move my head. Like it was hard. But I really wanted to come out and go. But it was super hard. I'm not gonna lie. So after my 10 weeks being an inpatient, I was being an inpatient. I was an outpatient for another 6 weeks. So me being an outpatient, that's where we had that conversation because I was making progress, but the doctor told me, once I started that outpatient service, right? They told me, you could you're gonna have to get surgery, or you could risk, being paralyzed. You could risk it happening again. So that hit me like, oh man, this is the real deal. Like I'm in a position where my career is over. There's no coming back from this. Like so that did it for me.
Yeah, and that's one thing I would imagine that it was a hard pill to swallow because here
Yeah.
you are playing football pretty much your whole life, and then you have it taken away from you just like that. So after that, I understand that you kind of did like came back as a coach. You still stuck
Yeah.
around, and you was one of the coaches. What was that? What was that like?
Yeah, as a graduate assistant, man, it was tough because I wanted to play, but it felt good to still be part of the team. So just to learn more about just the X's and O's of the game and the preparation that a university has to put together to perform as a football unit. So it was good to be under Coach Henry Fraser and learn from him and Coach John Morgan. It was good to learn from guys like that, just more about the game. So definitely, set me up for the next part of my life, like
Yeah, that's right.
the next chapter and, things and a lot of what I'm doing now as far as the agency, that definitely prepared me for this.
That's right. That's right. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I really, really want to get into the agency. I think what you guys are doing is really big, man. Giving the athletes a voice and giving them the ability to, market themselves. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Tell everybody a little bit about R3V and what is your role and how is the company formed.
Yeah, so we're a full service sports agency. We focus on athletes just becoming their best selves. We want to put athletes in a position where they can monetize off the field, right? It's gonna happen on the field. You work hard, you play hard, and everybody wants to get to that next level. But right now we have a program through our NIL department that allows athletes to be professionals, while they're in school, right? So just knowing that and having that knowledge and wanting to educate athletes on professionalism and making money and marketing and just really profiting off who they are and figuring out what their strengths are and pushing into their strengths so they can represent, whether it's companies or whether it's their own business or their own brand. We want to make sure that we doing that do that the best way that we can, just so they can benefit the way that they need to.
That's right. That's right. I can't tell you, man. When I found out, a lot about you, I was like, that's something I've always wanted, man, for an athlete to be able to have his own brand. Because you gotta think, back in the days, these athletes were put in positions where they were taking money from, from whoever who was willing to give it to them. Because you got athletes who are playing for a university and they making them tons of money, but here I am starving and my mom at home, we don't have any money. So I'm glad that you guys are taking this road to start something. Like, it's kind of like an evolution, if that makes sense, because now the game has changed. So I'm gonna go into my next question, man. You said Black representation of athletes. That's one of your missions. Talk a little bit about that.
Just letting athletes know that you're more than your sport. We don't have to be the ones playing ball. We don't have to be the ones getting paralyzed, right? We could be owners. We could be the coaches, right? It's so much more that we can do, other than just dribbling the ball, shooting the ball, or being an athlete. So that's what I mean when I say just that representation piece. That I mean, you could coach, you could train. It's just so much more that you could do other than risking your body to get it.
That's right. I love it. I love it. If y'all just getting in here, hit that like button. We in here chopping it up with my guy Rakeem Vick in the building. He dropping these jewels. Kiki, do you have any questions?
Okay. He went out again.
I think he's still in. I think it's there it
Oh,
is.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah, he's still in.
Maybe something happened.
Yeah, I think hold on for a
Yeah,
minute.
he had to
Yeah,
mute it.
yeah, Kiki, I know you got some questions. I'm gonna give let you get your questions in.
Oh,
I know
no
you.
problem. Because I'll ask him about how the clients will benefit from the agency. Because it was similar to what you just asked him about the agency.
Yeah.
So, there he is. I think.
I think he's got to unmute himself.
Can you hear us? You're muted. We didn't mute him.
No, I don't think so.
You muted. You're muted. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
There you go.
It is.
Yes. Okay, yeah, it went out. I couldn't hear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I was going. I had a question for you. I wanted to know, how does one benefit from joining R3V? So how do the it's student athletes, right? Mm-hmm. So how do they benefit from joining R3V?
So when we talk about the education piece, that's very important. So coming in and having the education of building your own brand is crucial. It's important. So like that's the first thing we like to start out with, is having those student athletes build and create their own brand. So when it comes to having a logo.
Okay. Oh, he went out. Hold on just a second, y'all.
I think someone came in.
Yeah, I think he had a hold on.
Sorry, y'all. He's on location. He's working. So
yeah, he's working. He took the time to come kick it with us. So y'all bear with us, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got so many questions for him.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can go and shout the people out in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead, Kiki. Do your thing.
Yeah, we had Tiffany in the building. Hey, Tiffany. Not sure if she's still in here, but she was. Tiffany, and then it's the bunch of us family fun fitness. They said peace and blessings, brother Lou and sister Kiki. We had Al Money in here, A Side Boxing Podcast, Monk Dockham. We had the
What's up, big fella?
second win boxing, the real prophet, and Sherelle. Yeah, I think so too, Sherelle.
What she say?
She said somebody told him to hang up. I think
Oh,
she's right because it looked like somebody came in there because he kind of looked up at him and
yeah. Oh man, I hope ain't nobody kidnapped my guy, man. But I want to take this time. Hey Sherelle, I need you to do me a favor. I'm gonna give a special shout out to my man Spoon, man. Happy birthday. I know you listening. Happy birthday to my guy Spoon. You see this hoodie I'm wearing right here? This is my guy
you
Spoon.
gotta
This is
stand
his
up a
brand.
little bit,
Yeah,
just
let me
a
stand up
little
a little.
tiny bit so we can see a
Yeah,
little bit. Okay, yeah, there
yeah.
you go. There
That's
you
my
go.
guy right there.
There you go.
So Sherelle, if you could do me a favor and put his information in the chat so people can find out where to find this fine hoodie at. And I would really appreciate that. Wow. Let's see. Let's
I
see if
know
he
it
can.
was just getting good too. It was getting juicy.
Right. Oh man, we're gonna give him a couple of minutes, man. See if he come out.
Oh man.
Yeah, just
He had to position himself right.
yeah. Just text him to see.
Poop said, "Oh, yes, Lord, I hope he didn't get caught."
That's right. Hey Poop. Like the man came for him, Joe. Like, come on, man.
He said it's called spoon fed, so people in the chat can see. That's where you
That's
get
right.
it from.
Spoon fed. That's right. That's my guy.
And Caesar said, "Take that background down." Just kidding. What's up, my guy?
Hey, Caesar, don't come for me, dog. That's my mom. That's who I'm
He
rocking with,
sound like
Caesar.
Keem. He said that as soon as he came in.
Right. He was like, I can't do the interview, man. I can't do it. But it is what it is, man.
But he's actually on location working at one of the schools, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah, he's down there dorm. He's down to the Duke game
at Duke. So
yeah.
Oh goodness. Let me see if I can try to reach him.
Yeah, see if we can reach him. If not, we're gonna have to close the show, y'all.
Dang.
We're gonna have to do a shit.
Let's see. Sorry, y'all.
Nah, we good. But I want y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, y'all. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Could y'all at least do that for me while we having technical difficulties?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So Kiki, let me ask you this. Knowing Rakeem for this long, how I would imagine you real proud of him.
What you say?
I said I would imagine you proud of him, man. They
yes,
doing big things.
I really am.
Right. And I'm glad that they're doing something like this because, like I said earlier, you know, these athletes, man, they sitting here starving in the university making these millions of dollars, man, and they sitting up here starving, man. They put in positions. Oh, there you go.
There he is. There he is.
There he is. There he is.
I think he's out. Are you here?
Hold on. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can. Oh, he did change location.
There it is. Yeah, I told you the game was ending.
Oh, and they was kicking you out, huh?
Yeah. They was like, man, the game over. I said, oh man.
Hey, look, the people in the chat thought you got kidnapped, man. They was like, call 911, man. My man got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Oh man,
he was telling us how the clients they benefit from, you know, the agency. That's what we was working on, and then all of a sudden it hung up.
Okay, yeah. So it's a bunch of ways, man. Like that was one of the we was talking about when it comes to, you know, just athletes having the opportunity to create their brand, establish what their brand is. That's one of the biggest opportunities that, you know, students are going to have, because you could then take that brand to other brands.
Okay.
And we like to, you know, just get an example of like LeBron James, for example. You know, he's global superstar, megastar, but it's not just basketball that he do. You know, you can see he's in the movies. You know, he has his own, his own brand. You know,
Right, right.
sneakers, clothes. You know, it's not just basketball. So
Right.
we want to, just put that in our athletes' head as early as possible, so
Mhm.
that they can, begin to branch off. Because, in this NIL space, that's where you want to be. That's what you want to do. You want to, be in a position where you can make money by, putting on other people.
Mhm.
And we say as we are blessed, we have a more obligation to bless others. And whether it's through nonprofit organizations or if it's, you supporting, different local businesses, brands, like you got to think how much money is being made from sports.
Yes.
Like it's a ton. Like I just left from Cleveland, and you just think about how much LeBron James did for Cleveland when, by him just being in Cleveland, being a local kid from Akron, staying home, playing ball there, like how much opportunity, how many jobs he created for people there.
Right.
Like
Yeah, that's
it's
big.
crazy.
Mhm. I have another question. So what are you most proud of from the first year of NIL?
I would say the biggest thing that I'm proud of is just our ability to still be here. Because it was a wild, wild west, and a lot of people didn't know, just rules and what was going on in the space. But the fact that we're still here and we were able to, get bigger, we grew. So that was my biggest accomplishments to, be able to grow in something that's so new. Like we, quadrupled our amount of athletes that we have in our NIL shop, and we purposefully doubled the amount of athletes that we represent. So that was, just a big time win for our organization.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I think Lou, you had some more.
Yeah, I got more questions. Any questions in the chat?
I asked.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
my next question is this is a competitive market that you guys are in. How are you guys able to separate yourselves from everybody else?
Just staying true to ourselves. We have a business plan, and we just try our best to stick to it. And basically, what I mean by that is we don't want to be like anybody else that's in this space. We stay true to education and educating our athletes on what NIL is. That's our lane, and we understand that culture is everything, and we understand that we are the culture at the same time. So that's our lane. That's what we do. We thrive off that. We connect with athletes because we were the ones that played ball. I understand how to go without, how to the struggle of making my own out of nothing. I connect with athletes that way. So I have the best interest for student athletes that are going through the situation, and I'm willing to educate them and put them in position to win, in position to learn, position to grow with people that's been there.
Yeah, that's right. Because you just think about it, man. It's a competitive market, but when you're good at what you do, you're able to survive. And I think you guys are going to survive. So I'm going to ask the next question. I think you spoke a little bit about it in your answer. How does R3V connect with athletes?
And that's the biggest thing, man. Like we play ball, like like so you gotta think a lot of the work that's paying off right now is stuff that I did when I played for Allentown, when I played for Friendly, and I say that because that's where the relationships were built. If you look at a lot of these rosters right now, a lot of the top talent come from our area. It was a powerhouse back then. So it's pretty cool to be able to cut on the TV and see athletes that are doing good and be like, oh, he went to DeMatha. You know what I mean? Let me call my folks at DeMatha, or oh, he came out of St. John's. Let me call my folks at St. John's, or he went to Friendly. Let me call. So it's all about who know you, and when people can stamp you, that's where you win it. Myron Flowers told me this a long time ago. He said it's not about who know you. I mean, it's not about who you know. It's about who know you. We was
I like
always
that.
taught, it's about it ain't it ain't what you know, it's who you know. But now it's really who know you, and I'll break it down to you, for the people from back home, if you at the club and everybody know Big G, right?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get in.
that's a good. Yeah,
Hey, look, I'm in the cut. Look, I'm in the cut line. I'm in the cut line. I'm trying to get in. I know G and all them, but they like, hey, dude, G, King. If G can't stop you, then
yeah,
you know what
that's
I
a good
mean.
example.
So look, if I'm making these calls, right, and I know Shorty at Duke or Carolina, wherever, I say my name. If his connect can't stand me, then I'm dead in the water. But that's where it's a little different for us because we actually got personal relationships with these dudes. We could pick up the phone and call these guys, and it's all love. So
Yeah, that's right. It is all love, man. Coming from the DMV area, man, we show a lot of love, especially on my channel, man. I like to show love to the DMV area. Although you're down south, but your heart and soul is with the DMV area, man.
nah, for
and,
sure.
and that's big. So does, being a student athlete yourself, does that help you navigate doing what you do to help get these guys signed, get your clients signed?
Yeah, absolutely. It helps. It helps in a major way. So it's not just me. I got guys that play basketball. You know what I mean? We got so many connections with within our agency. Like our network's crazy, so it helps a lot. And then social media, man. Like these youngins want to see you doing it. They want to see who what you've done. Right? You could Google and see, I played ball and I did what I did, and it just makes us, accessible. I got, my boy J Rob with us. He had his shot, went to a smaller school, made it all the way to, the Ravens camp. Like you can't take that from him. So, things like that, man, it definitely makes us, you know, like you got to talk to us. You can't not have that conversation with us. We show up. We not cookie cutter. Our swag a little different. We dress a little different. We talk a little different, but the education's there. That's the biggest thing. I tell guys all the time, don't rock with us because we black. Rock with us because we better.
Yeah, that's facts, man. Because most people say I'm gonna do it because I know them, but I hear what you're saying. You want them to get something out of the deal as well. That's
Absolutely.
and that's big. So let me ask you this: how do you want to be remembered?
As a go getter, one of them ones that's really gonna put it on the line for his people. Like, I just want to be remembered as somebody that's gonna go hard, that want to win. Like I want to be a winner, man. Like that's my biggest thing. I keep it 1,000% with y'all. Like I just want to win. My whole life I played, sports, and that's always been the thing for me. Like I just want to win in life and whatever it is that I'm doing. I want to win. I want to be better than the person in front of me.
That's right. And look, it's on and off the field. It's funny how football and sports teaches you stuff in life that it all kind of come back to each other. At anything this young man do, he wants to be the best at what he do, and you can't argue with that. I got a couple more questions, man, and we're gonna let you get out of here. My next question is, doing what you do, right? And walk the people out there through. You got a parent and a young guy who you want to sign. Uh, what goes into recruiting these clients?
Yeah. So the biggest thing, man, is just figuring out what they like. People go wrong, and I'm gonna give you this one gem. People mess up where they tell you what they could do for you without knowing who you are. Right? You get on a call, yeah, I could do this, I could do this, I could do. You don't even know if I like cars. Why would I want to promote a car? I don't even like cars. I don't even got a license. My father died in a car accident. That scarred me. I hate cars. Where do you go? How do you follow up on that?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
Right.
where do you go from there? So you got to do your education, man. You got to know who you're talking to. And you got to want to do that. Everybody don't want to do that. You got to genuinely care to want to, you know, find out and get to know the person that you're recruiting. So
Mhm.
that, I mean, that's it. You know, I can't give
Yeah,
everybody that sauce though. That's next level sauce, man. I'm gonna just
yeah.
leave it
Hey,
at
I
that.
love
If they picked it up, they could take it. I gave it to them, but that's just,
it.
you
Yeah. Hey,
know,
look, he
that's
out
just
here
one
passing
nugget
out
before I get
Momo
out
sauce on
before
air.
I get out here, man.
He out here passing out
That was
Momo
the one though.
sauce. Oh man,
Ooh, that's
about
true
Momo
though. You
sauce.
gotta
That
do
is
it right.
true. That is
Mhm.
so true, man. You
Yeah.
can't get no better than that.
Mhm.
So let us know about that roster, man. Who you got on that roster, man? Talk to us, man.
Before we fade the black. So look, so really, man, you are Kiki already to hit up my young boy, man, Rockstar, Mr. Rockstar himself, J5. You know, we got Jalen Calhoun on the roster. One of our returning guys, been with us from when we started. He's a receiver at Duke. We got Mr. Trap Walker himself, John Morgan the third. You know, defensive end, came out of local kid, came out of DeMatha. He's down there at you know, University of Pittsburgh. We have guys that's, you know, another guy, VJ, big time recruit, man. He's an All American. He's still here at the University of Duke. He's from Durham, local kid. I mean, so many guys. We got Josh Fuga down there. You know, Isaiah Williams, he's at, you know, Delaware State. Like the list goes on. I mean, Corey Bullock, he's another one of the guys that's, you know, from the area, Pancake and stuff down here in my alma mater, North Carolina Central. Just got some young basketball players on the list. Like Zoe Brooks, she's the number 9 player in the country. She's going to be a
Wow.
McDonald's All American. Number 9 player committed to NC State, so she's on the roster. Still in high school, by the way. Committed to NC State. She's out there in Jersey, man. She's a baller. Like, I mean, we got a ton of talent, man. Another kid, D Miles, from Winter Rose. Hey, D Miles is down in Alabama. Hooper, like a Hooper. You know, the ticket, call itself the freak. I'm telling you, like, we got some guys, man. Look us up. Look
Yeah.
us up.
That's right. Look them
I
up.
ain't gonna, I
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
gonna, tell,
about
I ain't
to.
gonna tell you everybody, man, because
I know,
I
I
gotta
know,
get
I
out of
know.
here,
Hey,
man. I gotta
look.
put the baby to sleep. Look, I didn't risk it all last night for y'all, man. Light skin Lou, you got me. Hey, look, light skin Lou, boy, I'm out here, man.
I got you, man. And look, we appreciate you for coming in, man. Two things, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
It's simple, man. R3V underscore Vic is my personal Instagram, and R3V underscore the agency is the business Instagram.
That's right. Y'all heard. If y'all want some gems, y'all go follow this young man. Put it in the comment section. Young fella, I'm proud of you, what the work that you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. It's not going unnoticed. Live with Lights Blue. If you need a platform to come on and share any news, come through, man, and we're gonna be here for you, champ.
That's all love, brother. I appreciate you, man. Kiki, I appreciate you setting this
Thank
up.
you.
All right, champ.
All right.
All
See
right.
you later.
All right. That's right. That's right, man. Y'all give it up for my
Poor
man,
team,
my
he had
man.
a lot of different technical difficulties today.
But you know what? Hey, look, Kiki, you gotta understand. Like, when I first started, when we first started doing the channel, you'd
Uh-huh.
be like, "Oh man, this guy in this car." This that. Sometimes you got to take it
Uh-huh.
how you can get it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoyed the conversations, man. The gems that he was able to drop.
Yeah, he did
Uh,
drop some gems, a couple
he
gems.
did. He
Hmm.
really did. He really
Yeah,
did, and I love
yeah.
it. So
And
if you can get,
he probably didn't expect that he had to do that. So
yeah, it is what it is. We got it. We got it out the
yeah,
way.
yeah. So
So
I
any
appreciate everybody for tuning in.
That's right. Live with Light Skin Lou, we appreciate you guys for standing in there when we had technical difficulties. Not one soul left, and we really appreciate that.
And hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button.
That's right. Do us that. We up here working. Yeah. The least you could do is hit that like button.
Yeah, and make sure you follow us on all our social media handles, Facebook and IG, Live with Light Skin Lou. And we are now on Twitter at Live with LSL. So follow us on all our platforms.
Oh, okay. Kiki, you in the talkative mood today. Okay. we might need to go for another hour. You in the talkative mood. But no, it's
I'm feeling real good today.
yeah, it is because this young guy, and when you know somebody and they have they're doing big things, you're very proud of them. So, have at it. Is it? Are we forgetting something? Am I forgetting something?
You didn't get to do the flowers, but he had to go. So
Yeah, he had to go. I gave him a little bit. He had to
yeah,
go.
no, I think we got everything. We shouted out everybody. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We know it was a little choppy, but thank y'all for tuning in.
Go
Sherelle
check
said
out my
she
man.
keep talking.
That's right. Hey, Sherelle.
It might be the tea. I don't know what happened. Maybe I slipped something in there. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But yeah, we appreciate all you guys for coming in on a weekly basis to come and check out Live with Lightskin Lou. Special shout out to my girl Sherelle Shampoo in the building. That's about it, man.
Poop was in here.
Oh, Poop was in there. My
Yeah.
man Ray John Johnson, Caesar, fantastic. Let's go down this list, man.
Prophet.
Hey, look, man.
Prophet. Thanks for the song, that intro, your intro song.
Man, if y'all listen to the show at the beginning, the intro that I did, that I have on my at the intro, this guy Prophet, he did it. So if you get a chance, man, go look him up on YouTube. This guy got some fire songs. He got a new one coming out real soon. So check him out.
You had Second Wind Boxing in here.
My man Rashid Hammond in the building.
Yeah, you had Monk Dockham.
Big Monk.
A-Side Boxing Podcast was here, Ray.
What's up, Ray Massey? That's my guy.
Al Money.
What's up, Al?
And it says it's the Bunch of Us Family Fun Fitness. I'm not sure who that is, but
what's up?
They came in, they said peace and blessings. Of course, Tiffany was in here.
Little sis.
Yep. And that's about it. That was in the chat writing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey guys, we really appreciate you guys on a weekly basis for coming in and chopping up with Live with Lightskin Lou. But look here.
He said that's his family page. Second Wind Boxing.
Oh, okay. Thanks for clearing that up, champ.
Oh, and Duck. I think this is Duck.
What's up, Duck? That's my guy.
He worked on the song too.
Yeah, he did. That's right. He had something to do with that song too. Yeah. That's right. Go check them out, man. Hey, Duck, put your link in the comment section real quick, Duck, so people can know where to find you at, man.
Mm-hmm. And did they put the information for Tony for the sweatshirt?
I don't think so.
I think wait a minute. I think Poop did spoon fed. He put spoon fed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a website or Instagram or what, but that's what he put. But shoot, you could just holler at him on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah. What's his Facebook? Antonio Stewart or Antonio Stewart? Or what's the Instagram or something? I think the Facebook is Antonio Stewart. Sherelle said she put it up there, so it's up there.
Okay, good. Thanks, Sherelle.
I think it was the spoon fed.
And then he got the hat to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's it. So look here, y'all. Kiki got something to do. She got to go watch her story. She record all her stories and stuff.
No.
She got something to do, and so do I. And like I said before, we appreciate you guys for stopping in. But man, we about to be up out of this joint. Peace. Hold on,
see y'all.
Hold on, let me find. Hold up.
I think you had something over there in your cup too.
Hey, look, it might be that third flu.
Oh God.
Yeah, but we up out of here, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to hit it now. We up out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Nah, no profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. Them other hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned in the loop, what you doing with your life? Conversation so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading our knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Lightskin Lou. Tune in live with Lightskin Lou. Tune in live with Lightskin Lou. Tune in live with Lightskin Lou.
Liteskin low.